Hi there and welcome to Joe World. Please consider subscribing to this channel and turn on the notification bell so you will not miss any of our uploads. Hi guys and welcome again to this channel. If you always come in here, thank you for always being a part of our program. If this is your first time, please consider subscribing to this channel, interact with our content. I believe you will enjoy what you see here. Anyways, in this video I will be reviewing the BBNaija lockdown reunion episode 4 that aired some few hours ago. Let's talk about everything that went out in the reunion, the video clips, what everybody is saying, and my general reaction to everything that has happened in the reunion so far. So episode 4 started with the triangle between Watoni, Bridal, and Dorothy. First, they showed us the clip, the beginning, how everything started in the house. Now, Tricky started speaking. He said he has always known that Dorothy liked Brighto, but that he did not know that she liked him to a point where she wanted to kiss him. Remember that when they were in the house and they kept asking Dorothy who she liked in the house, she said she was going to mention the person at the end of the show. And at the end of the show, she mentioned that she was into Brighto in the house. But then at first, she said she was into Prince too. Anyways, let's just continue talking about what happened today. Then Tricky also said he knew that Watoni liked Brighto because even if Brighto coughs, Watoni will erupt into laughter. Lekon is like, yeah, that's true. Watoni really liked Brighto. Then Lekon now said he knows that Brighto was not really into Watoni, but that Dorothy liked Brighto and that she even spoke to him about it, that if it will happen, it will happen, and she did not wants it to stop, like she's not going to stop it happening. And then Kid now said he knew Brighto was not really feeling Watoni, but that he did not see Dorothy coming into the picture at all. Moving on from there, Watoni now started to state her own case. She said she got attached to Brighto after he kissed her on the neck, and that she felt like he became a go-to person in the house, and since everyone had one. She said she told Tricky that even though Brighton might not like her, she does not care. She needed to be happy, and she was using him to make herself happy because she needed somebody in the house. Watoni is talking about how she respects Dorothy for having a conversation about Brighton with her, but that she was surprised the night that something happened between them, that is between Dorothy and Brighton, and that she saw evidence while changing the sheets in the morning. And then people were like, okay, so Dorothy is showing herself in this reunion because she was cool, calm, collected, all poised in the house. And then this reunion, she's like just adding fuel to the fire and being all nasty about everything happening. Now Dorothy decided to explain her own side of the story. She said she got into the mix with Brighto and Watoni because she wanted to remove herself from the Ozo and Nengi situation and Prince and T-Badge situation. She was just into a lot of triangles, and then she started getting close to Brighto when she made his nails, when he saw her doing someone else's own. And when Prince Ato was going on between Dorothy and Brighto, when Prince asked Dorothy, she just was like, they're just there, but that something indeed happened between herself and Brighto, and that she told Prince about it because Prince was her friend at the moment. And Prince smirked and agreed that yes, she did tell him when something went down between Brighto and Dorothy in the house. She said she felt bad the following morning though, because Brighto did not check up on her, he didn't speak to her, he didn't say anything, and she said to just excuse herself from the situation afterwards because Brighto was not responding. How would I give you a blowjob and then the next morning you will ignore me? Lekon's mouth is wide open. I just opened his mouth like, wow, that happened. Kid was like, when did this happen in the house? Well, then Dorothy said all the times that she talked about having a thing for Brighto, she was just trying to avoid putting herself in the Tonani Badge brain situation and the Ozonenge mix, but she was not using Brighto, at least as at that time. Right now, it now came for Brighto to speak like the pastor that he is. He said he didn't come into the house with the intention of having a relationship. Okay, understandable. He said that he has a dad. The writing now says sorry for insulting him. You're using an insulting word on him because she did earlier. but that he said he liked both of them. But when he found out that he was in the middle of a situationship with Wathoni and Dorothy, he tried to remove himself, but that he did not want to hurt anybody. And so what he tried to do was he tried to strike a balance without hurting anybody in the house. So he was like, I'm a coach, you cannot even pay my bills. But I told her that I know I cannot pay. I know I cannot pay your bills, now. But he said him not talking to Dorothy the morning after their episode under the sheets was just him being him. That what do you want me to say to her? I was like, Haba, you should have just said, even if it's good morning, like Trikiti could not wrap his head around it. Everybody was like, how would you not know what to say to the lady that literally helped you out the night before? Because everybody in that house was sexually frustrated, in my own opinion. He said he did not want anything to do with anybody in the house. And do you know what it took for me to accept that he did not want to do anything with the house, the truth or dare game? He didn't do anything. He was always drinking because those actions were personal to him, and he didn't even want to accept a blowjob from the right in the first place. And he said he didn't do anything wrong. Wathoni agrees with Dorothy that Brighto is actually is just a cold person. Trikiti now started to speak on Katrina praise. Anyways, let me quickly finish the Brighto Wathoni situation. That's how Dorothy now threw money at Brighto because he was crying when he said that's just where he is, and was just trying to balance everything that was happening in the house. Nia wanted to pick the money, but then they said he shouldn't pick it. Brighto picked the money that Dorothy threw at him though and pocketed the $200. That's money in Nigeria's economy. Then let's talk about Katharina and Praise. Trikiti started the discussion. He said he knew there was a thing between Katharina and Praise. Dorothy said she knew that they liked each other, but that they were cordial and close. Katrina now decided to speak. She said she was drawn to Praise, to Lucy, Dorothy, and Neo when she got in the house, and that she and Praise became closer because both of them had partners outside of the house. But then she got angry when he heard him say that he came to the house for the game and that he can't have anything to do with Katrina in the house, even though Katrina was into him. But that she got angry, like nobody talks about boss lady like Dart, and she tried to use him in and outside of the house. Praise now said he didn't say he didn't want anything to do with Katharina. He only said he does not want to have anything to do with anyone in the house. Katharina said that was not what he said. He now said when he came out of the house, because Katharina was out of the house before him, that she sent someone to him and begged him that he should not say anything that happened between them in the house. Remember that Katharina, when she came out of there, she said he only called it aggressively under the shades. Katharina now said, no, she does not beg. I'm a boss lady. That she told him not to say anything because she was not ready to share at the moment. And that what happened was, because nobody talks to boss lady like that, she took him into her bed. She made sure that whatever happened between herself and Praise did not happen in Praise's bed. It had to happen in her own bed as the boss lady that she is. And that Praise did not even last for 5 seconds. That the first time he just did and poured. The second time she was just 1 second. Like, man, was there no penetration at all? How is it just 1 second? Anyways, Kid is surprised by everything that is happening. He has to even remove his winter jacket at a point. Like, okay, it's like, I'm not going to Brooklyn anymore. I have to listen to what is happening in this place. Like, he said he did not even know that all of those things, all of that was happening in the house. Guys, what do you think about this reunion? Do you think, okay, I feel like Dorothy and Watroni have quenched whatever thing they have, but these guys will probably not be friends. Everybody's saying this seems scripted, because how are you coming to reunion set and start spilling all of these things? Tonight was very heavy. There was a lot of back and forth and revelation. Kayode really messed us up in that house. He didn't show us a lot of things that were happening. The things that were happening in that house, even housemates were not privy to it. They did not even know things like that was going on under their own noses. Guys, let me know what you think. I'll see you tomorrow when we review the next episode together and I give you the lowdown of all that happened. Take care of yourself until then, guys, and bye.